All right, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time of the day it is, wherever you find yourself, but welcome to the class once again. My name is Silvanos, and here we talk about TNs, a network marketing company, and I call myself the Vice Chancellor of the TNs University because that is where we are, and this is our business. Over here, we learn, we do, and then we teach others. So a very, very warm welcome to you. Now, today we are going to be taking a look at how to succeed in this business, all right? How to succeed in this business. We have 2-in-1 lecture I'm going to try and deliver within an hour and maybe 30 minutes or something. So stick and stay. If you are not able to stay through to the end, you can always go and come back. You can download it and take your time to watch the video again and learn the lessons thereof. All right, so that is exactly what we are going to be doing in this particular lecture. And to start with, as usual, I would have to share my screen with you, and then we get rolling. So stick and stay and enjoy the class as we move on. So this is what we have today, and again, we are going to study about how to succeed in this business. And the lecture title today for this particular class is a very, very interesting one. Now, each and every time we try to adopt new strategies that have worked for a lot of businesses all over the world, and then we bring it into our business and we make it work for us. Okay, so 6 Japanese techniques to help overcome laziness and succeed in your business. So it's actually a 2-in-1 class today. 6 Japanese techniques to help overcome laziness and succeed in this business. How to become a successful network marketer. And then we shall zoom in and zero down on these 6 Japanese techniques that will help you to overcome laziness. So stick and stay. The first part of the class is going to be about how to succeed as a network marketer, and then we shall get in. So the first point of succeeding as a network marketer is that you must believe in yourself. Now, this is a business you are going to do. This is not a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job that you do, and at the end of the day, you are given a salary. It is a business, and for every business, you must understand that it takes time to build. Okay, when you see all the big businesses around you, you name them from Microsoft to Meta, talking about Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook and all the others. Every business you see around you took time to build. None of the businesses you see just drop from the sky as huge as you see it today. All right, and so you must make sure you believe in yourself and in what you are about to do. So if you have really come to do this business, you must first of all believe in yourself. Okay, what matters most is how you see yourself. It doesn't matter how others see you today. In network marketing, when you come in, you come alone, and then you start by bringing one person, and then a second person who buys into the idea and the vision, and then you move together as a team. So today you may be a cat, but see yourself as a lion. You're going to grow into that lion, and that image that you have of yourself is what will keep you going. Okay, that is what will keep you going. So if you start looking down on yourself now, I'm sorry, but you are not going to go far. Okay, the strongest factor for success is self-esteem. And don't forget, this is one of the major things that keeps people going in their businesses. People start businesses, they fail, they start again, and eventually they succeed. And that thing, not allowing people to look down upon them, not allowing people to discourage them, not allowing what people say to stop them, is what gets them up there. So believing you can do it, believing that you deserve it, and believing that you will get it eventually. So whatever it is that you are starting today, you must believe that you can do it. So it doesn't matter today you are that small little cat, but as you go on and you grow, you eventually grow into that lion that becomes the king of the jungle. And that is the first factor in succeeding in network marketing. If you are in TNs, this is what I want to leave for you. You cannot do this business if you don't believe you can do it. You cannot do this business if you don't believe that you deserve all the things you see people do and they get. And you cannot do it if you do not believe that you will also get there. All right, the bronze lion executive stage that we all dream about. So what matters most is how you see yourself. The first thing about this business is that you must believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself. And as you do that and you keep going, definitely you are going to succeed. So let's move on. Apart from believing in yourself, what is the next thing that you need to become a successful network marketer in TNs? And take a look at this picture so well. Take a very, very good look at this picture. This is somebody having a paper and then taking a lens to get a very clear view of what is on the paper. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Learn every detail of your business. Learn every detail about your business. Learning every detail of your business solidifies your understanding of your business. So if you do not understand the business you are doing yourself, how can you do it? Question one. Question two, how can you teach other people to do the business? So whatever environment you find yourself, you must learn every detail of it. Okay. Now, the tricky part of network marketing is that when you come in, you will always have people looking down upon you. You will always have people who don't understand what you are doing. You will always have people who think that they know what you are doing better than yourself. I mean, it is a problem in network marketing. It is something that has been there since time immemorial, because network marketing business is the most misunderstood business on this planet. Okay, people have come in, they have used the business to scam other people. People have come in, they did not do the business well. People have come in, and there are companies that adopt certain crude methods and strategies to grow. They lie to people. I've heard cases where a company claims they are doing car awards, and then they go and bring cars that are not supposed to be given for awards, parade them just to lie to people and to get them to believe that people are winning car awards. I've heard people who collect people's monies, and the people whose monies they have taken don't get anything again. The people simply run at a loss. I've heard lots of stories. I can't mention names because this is a classroom, but not every network marketing business is like that. In fact, one of the good things in TNs is that since TNC came to Ghana with that name, the brand of TNC, a lot of things have happened, but the company is still strong. That tells you that we are a credible company. And if you have come in and you have come to join us and you want to grow, one of the things you should do is to learn every detail about this business, so that when you are confronted by people from the outside who have only heard about the bad news, and you know, bad news spreads very, very fast. And so they will confront you with it. Oh, this is the kind of business that they do this, they do that, they do that. Each time we go out for prospecting, we face this kind of challenges. So the only way to overcome is to learn every detail about the business. If you learn it, one, it will solidify your understanding of the business you are doing. You understand everything that goes on in the business. And once you understand it, now you can explain it. So this is one of the key points to become a successful network marketing professional. If you want to go far in this career and become a six-figure income earner, you must learn to solidify your understanding of the business. Okay? All right. Now, without spending much time, let's move to the next point of how to become a successful network marketer. And it is that you must attend meetings and trainings. You must attend meetings and trainings. Do not allow meetings and trainings to pass you by. Just like what we are doing right now here. This is a training session, and you can listen to this whole video when we are done. You listen to it again and again and again. You can actually download it and take time to listen to it over and over and over again, so that it will get into you. You learn, you do, you teach, you coach, and you succeed and get results. And you can only do that by attending meetings and trainings. Attending meetings and trainings. I don't understand why you give yourself excuses. One of the things that I have to learn to do was to attend meetings and trainings, because when I started my network marketing career, I started from where I was looking for something to add to what I already do. And so I felt like I could stay at home and then monitor training. I could do things only online, like what I'm doing here. And no, these online lectures are to support you to get a better understanding of your business remotely. But after this, you must learn to meet with your team, plan things that you want to do, draw strategies, and implement those strategies. When you do that, you are going to go very, very far. This is one of the ways to succeed as a network marketing professional. Make sure you are attending meetings and trainings. Okay, attend them, whether they are short meetings, whether they are destination events. Make sure you do it. You attend them together with your team. Attending meetings and trainings build cohesion between your team, because mind you, this is a business, and so the group of people you are going to be working with are likely a heterogeneous community, people who come from different backgrounds. Okay, you may have students, you may have single mothers, you may have married couples, you may have retired people, people who have worked, they've retired, they are on pension, and they will join you in the business, because even at their age, some people go on pension and they have nothing. All right, so they are looking for something to do. Even at that time, you could find people like that in your team, and when you get them, you must make sure that you are building cohesion. The team understands the vision and the mission, what you want to do, and you can only do that by having meetings and trainings with your team, and by you yourself attending these meetings and trainings. That is what you have to do. I cannot overemphasize this point. When you attend meetings and trainings, you succeed. One of the things that one of the great leaders in this business, Dr. Ademantete, keeps telling us is that he and all those who started this business about 20 years ago and who have succeeded are people who used to attend all the meetings and trainings together. And because of that, today, if you are looking for them, you still find them. You still find them. And that is very, very important. So let's jump this and then move ahead to the next point of how to become a successful network marketer. When we are done, we will add the 6 Japanese techniques to kick away laziness and to succeed. So it's a full load today I'm giving to you. The next point, empty your cup. You see, when a cup is already full, you cannot add to it. When a cup is already full, you cannot add to the cup. All right, or when a bottle is filled with water and it's filled to the brim and that's it, you can't add more. And so you see, network marketing business is very tricky. I keep telling people, the tricky aspect of it is that this is a business that has its own modus operandi. Okay, the mode of operation is completely different. This is different from what you know. Probably from where you are coming from, you used to do a 9 to 5 p.m. job where you go and sit at a counter as a cashier and you count money like that, okay? For people, every day you do the same thing. You go to work, you come back home, you go to work, you come back home, you go to work, you come back home, and then the year is over. You move on to another year, you do the same thing. There is no, you know, there is nothing added. But network marketing is very different. In network marketing, we explore, we win new markets, we distribute the products, we try to get results from those who are taking the products. We take their complaints, we take their testimonies, and then we have fun. Okay, we have travel and tour. We travel to visit places around the world. We do a lot of things. Now, empty your cup and listen to what your mentor and coach says. Because in network marketing, like I started saying, we do a lot of things. Like in TNs, we do health education, we do a lot, we do events. All these things demand that you know what you are doing, okay? So that you don't go and tell somebody what you are not supposed to say. Now, if your cup is full, if your brain is closed, and you think that you can bring the experience you have somewhere else into the business, trust me, you are going to fail because you are not going to learn anything new. You must learn something new. And the only way to do it is to empty your cup and listen to what your mentor and coaches tell you. That is why we say when you come into this business, find your own mentor, find your own coach, because it is highly possible that the person who introduced you to the business will stop. I mean, and there's no crime about it. Maybe the person has found something else to, pursue in life, and the person would leave you. It's fine, it's okay. But you, who, the one watching this video now, you agree that you are going to embark on this journey to the end until you get what you want. You must make sure that your cup is empty. You must make sure that you leave aside every other thing that you know and begin to learn the new strategies that will make you succeed in this business. So empty your cup. Maybe you are a university graduate like me, but the person who brought you into the business is just a senior high school graduate like me. The person who brought me is almost half my age. But hey, we have to keep going, and I have to humble myself and learn. And where I've gotten to today is because I humbled myself and I studied. All right. I'm older than my coaches and mentors, a lot of them, but I have learned, and that is what has helped me to rise. So empty your cup. In other words, put aside whatever you know already, and then let's keep going. All right. Before we move on, let me remind you that we are going through how to succeed in the TN's business. We are looking at how to be a successful network marketer, and we are going to be looking eventually at the 6 Japanese techniques to kick laziness out of your business and succeed. So, still looking at how to succeed as a network marketer. Be ready for every challenge. Be ready for every challenge. Be ready for every challenge that comes your way. Life is not exciting without challenges. And I don't know why, when challenges come, you rather choose to complain. Be ready for every challenge that comes your way. Challenges are part of this life. Okay, a road that is just like that does not lead anywhere. A road that leads somewhere is always having challenges. Either it is far, either it is winding, either it is, you can't just move 3 kilometers and you are somewhere exciting and different, and I don't know. But be ready for every challenge. You are going to have a lot of challenges as you have come into the network marketing business. You are going to be having a lot of challenges. Trust me. One of the challenges you are going to be having is rejection. If you are taking notes, write it down. It is rejection. People are going to be rejecting you and your business. All right. the people who are close to you, who you think should be using the products that your company has, may never taste your product. It's like that. That's life for you, right? Friends and families who are close to you, who you expect that they will buy your product and try them, they won't. And it can be challenging, it can be overwhelming, it can be sometimes annoying, it can be demoralizing. I don't know which word to use again, but it challenge it. Look, it can be so overwhelmingly down, that you have a product of your company, you trust the product, you know the products are good, people are taking them, they are giving testimonies, but you are showing them to your family members and your friends, and it's like they haven't seen what you are doing. Yo, that's how the world is. So move on to get new customers. And this is one of the major challenges you are going to be having if you haven't started having them already. So be ready for every challenge, right? So you have this rejection. When it comes to invitation and recruitment, you are going to be having rejection. Now, in this world, when you put in 100% of a group to work with, chances are that the result you are going to be getting is going to be coming from just 20% of the group. So you must brace up that. Same way, when you go out there to invite people, you are just going to be having about 20% of the people, or to be very effective, 10% of the 100% people you talk to coming on board the business. You are likely not to be having everybody. In fact, you'll be very lucky to get the 20% I'm talking about. All right, per the Pareto principle, it's actually just 20. And I fix it at 10%. 10% of the people are the people going to be giving you the result that you get. So you are going to be inviting 100 people, and chances is that just 2 of them will respond to you. And when the 2 people come, chances are that just 1 of them is going to join you. You will be very lucky if you get the 2 people you are inviting joining you in the business. This is how it is for network marketing. Why? Because it is the most misunderstood business in the whole wide world. And so be ready for every challenge. Again and again, you are going to be having a heterogeneous group, and they will come with their own problems. You will be having mothers, you will be having fathers, you will be having parents, you will be having students, you will be having a whole lot. And each group comes with their own forms of problems and excuses that they will be giving you for things that they are not going to be able to do. And you must get ready. One of the challenges you are going to be facing is attrition rate. Okay, people who will jump on board happily and they will leave you happily. They will come happy, they will come smiling, and they will leave smiling because they may find something elsewhere. And you will be like, oh boy, I've lost this team member. Yes, what can you do about it? Nothing. So what you should do, move on. Right? Be ready for every challenge. I mean, every and any challenge. Okay, so let's continue to how to succeed in network marketing. Stay in production mode. Stay in production mode. Now, you see, in a factory where production is done and they have people who work hands-on, you cannot slack, you cannot doze off, you cannot take a break when it is not time for break. There's nothing you can do except to keep working. Especially if you are in a field where somebody does something and they pass on to you, and you must get it and also do your portion for the thing to move on. You must always be in that mood. Keep it at the back of your mind that I am in production mood. I am producing, and so it's gotten to my turn and I got to work. What do I mean by that? You must always look out for people who are ready to take your business serious and move with them. Number 1. Number 2, you must always look out for people who can become consumers, and then you supply them with your product. Number 3, you must always look out for new markets you can explore to expand your business. And I hope you are taking notes. Look out for people you can work with. Look out for consumers who will take your product. Look out for new markets all the time. New markets will open onto you and you must take advantage of them. When you get off production mode, you stop being profitable. That is a bitter truth. You must always be profitable. You must always make sure people are using the product. And that is how we succeed. Mind you, we don't carry our products on our head to sell, but we are always making sure people are getting to know about the product through the various professional legal means. And so you must always stay in production mode. The moment you meet people, appreciate them, smile to them, do business with them. Stay in production mode all the time so that you can be profitable. Okay? Now, the next thing, follow the system. Say after me, follow the system. Yeah, we have something in Ghana we call one logo line. In other words, a queue. Yeah, you must follow the system. You see, when you come into this business, you must make sure that you follow whatever system that has been laid down by our predecessors. Okay? The system of the company has already been laid down. And when you come in, you don't try to reinvent the wheel. Nobody does that. Nobody does that today. Because you did not create the system, not following it will distort your gains. Okay? So you must follow the system you have come to meet. That is the system that is giving result to the people who are in the business already. So as you have come, don't try to bring in any method you think you know somewhere already. No, you will not succeed. But you won't. So follow the system. What are your mentors and your coaches telling you? And in TNC, when you come to TNC, we tell you, this is the system we are running. For those in my team, they already know. I tell them, we are doing the 1x2 system. We are not doing more than 2 legs. We are building the system. And when you begin, you focus on your leg, you build it strong, you learn, you teach, you train your people, move on to the second leg, you start building the team, and you keep going and going and going. And this is how to succeed. All right? So follow the system. When you come in, we tell you, register, get your package, introduce the business to another person. And that is how we keep going. But when you come in and you think that you have a better system up your sleeves, and so you want to do what you think you know, well, it's just a matter of time and you will crash. So follow the system. And everyone will tell you, love the system and protect the system. Don't speak anyhow about the system. The system is what has produced the millionaires you see around you in the business. So make sure that you are following the system. Okay, follow the system. Yeah, what you have been told. I can't emphasize it enough again. Follow it. Okay, right. Now, another thing, avoid unnecessary excuses. If you really want to succeed in this business, you must avoid unnecessary excuses. Please avoid unnecessary excuses. Make sure that whatever is supposed to be done, you are doing it, and you are doing it properly. Okay? When it is time, if you have given yourself time to be watching videos and taking online lectures like what I offer here, you must make sure that when it is time for you to come on board, like you have given yourself, come. When you give yourself time to call people, call them. When you give yourself time to do follow-up, do the follow-up. When you give yourself time to do prospecting, do the prospecting. Do not sit at home and expect that things will come your way anyhow. So avoid unnecessary excuses. No, nothing will come to you anyhow. No, Money doesn't flow into people's accounts by mistake. It doesn't happen. You only get what you work for. You only get what you work for. You only get what you work for. Right? When you see people making money, it didn't just happen. They worked for it. They built a system and the system is working for them. So you must avoid unnecessary mistakes. Take your own destiny into your own hands. Wake up when you have to. Keep working hard and keep going. Excuses only give you good reason to remain unprofitable, and excuses gives you good reason to also fail. If you really want to be a failure, learn to be giving excuses. If you really want to be a failure, that is life for you. If you want to be a failure, give yourself excuses. Excuses will help you to fail and fail very, very well. And that is one thing you must learn not to do. We are still on how to succeed as a network marketer. And this is the next point we are on. Avoid unnecessary excuses. If you learn to avoid unnecessary excuses, I can tell you that you will succeed and you will become profitable. Is that okay? All right. So let's move on to the next point. The next point is serve your team members every day. Every day. Every day of the week. Make sure you are serving your team members. Make sure you are serving your team members every day. Do they need products? Make sure you help them to get products. Do they need training? Make sure you are training them. Do they need you to help them do prospecting? Make sure you are helping them. And you see, before you get there, you must build capacity yourself. If you have not built capacity within you, you cannot serve your team members. So making sure you are serving your team members should be a conscious, deliberate, intentional thing to do. It is an effort you have to make intentionally. It is an effort you have to make deliberately. It is an effort you have to make consciously. You consciously put in that effort to ensure you are serving the team members. You are finding out their needs and you are meeting their needs. You must help them climb up to where you are. And before you can help them, it means that you yourself have built capacity to be up there. That is why trainings like these are very, very important. If you decide not to build capacity, you cannot help your team members. For instance, if you do not have stock, you can't keep supplying your team members. That is how this world is. And that is how it goes. All right, we are already 30 minutes into the class over, and very soon we shall be ending the first session. Your team members are your working staff. You can't relegate them to the background. You can't go and leave them behind. You cannot push them aside. You cannot shield them from seeing how the business is done. You must serve them and work with them. And you serve them by teaching them. You serve them by supporting them. It's not by giving them free monies to go and enjoy. No, you serve them by making sure that you give them what they need, all the support, the trainings. Like I'm training you now, you have to make sure you are training your team. That is also service. They need products to supply to customers. You must make sure you are helping them to get the products. It is a business. It is not it's not a job. Let me put it that way, a 9 to 5 job, where you come and you are doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and then you close and go home and come back. No. This is a business. And each and every time we are doing something new. So you must make sure that you are learning these new things, and then you are serving the team by helping them to also innovate all the time and become very creative. So when you do that, the team becomes exciting as you serve them and they keep going with you. Okay? All right. So serve your team members every day. Serve them every day. Now, to succeed in network marketing and to succeed in teams, you must be honest with people. Let me tell you something. You see, when you do not tell the truth to people, they may not find out today, but tomorrow they will find out and they will not trust you again. But when you tell people the truth, even if the truth is bitter and they do not like you today, tomorrow they will find out that, oh, he was speaking the truth, and they will come back to you and you will win them forever. That is how this world is. So when you have people around you, you have your team around you, make sure you are telling them the truth all the time. And I mean all the time. Speak the truth to your team members, because truth builds trust. When you are telling the truth all the time, you build trust. When you are telling the truth all the time, you build trust. Now, if you do not learn to tell the truth again and again, they will not trust you. Okay? Is it products that they need? When you are giving them the product, tell them the truth about it. When people's bonuses come in, you must remember that we are all working for money. So you don't siphon their money and go and put it somewhere and lie to them. When you do that, one day they will find out. I can't speak about honesty more, but you should know that nobody likes to be lied to. Being truthful builds trust. The chain that holds together everything in every relationship. Trust is very important. And the opposite of this is fear. You know, when people don't trust you, they begin to build mistrust, and then now you begin to fear each other. And fear is a very dangerous thing, even among humans. Fear is very dangerous. Even among animals. If animals flock together, if they move together, before lions can build a pride, they must take away fear from each other. Then you see they will move together. The day fear becomes to come in and somebody is afraid that somebody will do this to me, that is the day they begin to fight, and that is the day the family breaks down. So learn to tell your team members the truth all the time. It will help you, it will save you. Okay, so be truthful to your team members all the time. Absolute honesty. All right, now we are about bringing this session to an end, and then we shall be moving to the next session, which is the 6 Japanese techniques to help you overcome laziness in your business. But before we get there, let us quickly get to the what we have just gone through, and then we will recoup it. We want to revise what we have learned so far quickly before we get into the 6 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. So what have we studied so far? I want us to quickly go through what we have studied, and then we will come to the next session of the class. So I'm going to take you back to what we have studied so far, and then we shall move on. So quickly, we are going back to our screen to start with. So the first thing we have said today is that you must believe in yourself. Okay, it is the strongest factor for success, and that factor is self-esteem. If you don't believe in yourself and have very high esteem of yourself, people will look down upon you. Okay, so the strongest factor for success is self-esteem, believing you can do it, believing you deserve it, believing that you will get it. The next thing we studied is that learn every detail of your business. Learn every detail about your business. Learn every detail about your business. Let me actually add it. Learn every detail about your business. Yes, you must learn every detail about your business. It is when you have learned all the details about your business that you can teach people about your business. So you must make sure you are learning every detail about your business. Learn every detail about your business. Learning every detail of your business solidifies your understanding of the business. I've spoken about it extensively. This is just a revision. Now we move on to the next point. attend meetings and trainings. Make sure that you don't exempt yourself from meetings, you don't exempt yourself from trainings. Okay, it builds cohesion within your team. And then we also said you must empty your cup. Empty your cup. Make sure that you put aside whatever you have learned, whatever you know already, and study the system that you have been introduced to. And then be ready for every challenge. Since TN's business is the most misunderstood business, it is true. Not just TN's, but every network marketing company is so much misunderstood. And so you must make sure that you are getting ready for every challenge that will come your way so that you can overcome the challenges. All right, be ready for every challenge that comes your way. And then we've also said you must stay in production mode. Stay in production mode. Make sure that you are in that mode. All right, don't let anybody do anything to distract you, to take your eyes off your business. That is it. Okay, stay in production mode. And then we've also said you must follow the system. Follow the system. Follow the system. You came to meet the system. I don't know why you want to do something else. All right, because you did not create the system. Not following it will distort your gains. You actually begin to lose. So make sure that you are following the system. It is so important. We also said you must avoid unnecessary excuses. Too many excuses will not help you. It will only give you a reason to become unprofitable and to fail. All right. And then we've also said serve your team members. You must make sure you are serving your team members all the time. Your team members need you every day. You must make sure you build capacity so that you can serve them all the time. What again have we said? Absolute honesty. It is very, very important that you are honest with your team all the time. When you do that, they will trust you, can build capacity, and then you will succeed together because honesty builds trust. And when there is trust, trust is the chain that holds everything together. And then that way, it will be very easy for you to succeed. So this is the first part. We are going to be jumping into the 6 Japanese techniques that will help you to kick laziness out of your business and then succeed. This is it. 6 Japanese techniques to help overcome laziness in your business and to make you succeed. So this is the first part of the lecture. If you are with us, let's keep going. Take a little break. You can pause and come back and enjoy the class. If you are here enjoying the live feed as well, stick and stay. We are going into the next session pretty shortly, and make sure that you are working so hard that nobody can take advantage of you. This is one of the surest vehicle to your financial freedom and to make you succeed. So this is the TN's business, and I hope if you are here, you are ready to roll. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen right now, and then we can move on to the next one as I organize myself, and then we are continuing with the next portion of the class. I'm sure you are learning, you are taking notes, and make sure that your questions keep your questions coming. We are compiling them, and we shall be having a short Q&A session pretty shortly. All right, so we continue with the lecture, and we are going to now take a look at the 6 Japanese techniques to kick away laziness. Okay, you have learned all about how to succeed as a network marketer. You've learned all about that. You've gotten to know a lot of things which you will do to help you succeed in your network marketing business as a TN's distributor. So I think we can quickly move on now, and we are continuing with the class. Again, this is a very long lecture, I agree. And again and again, if you are part of the class, just enjoy the class to the end, or you can actually download it, go and come back, or just take a little break and then come back and continue. So yes, what comes into your mind when you see things like this? Tell me. This is a lady who is obviously either tired, worn out, or simply feeling very lazy and not ready to work. And whatever the reason be, I don't know, but these are some of the things that happens in various workplaces. Okay, you get to the office and people you are expecting to be working, found sleeping, dozing, or just lazing about. Okay, they go for lunch, they never come. They come and they are feeling very, very sluggish. They don't want to work. All right, what comes into your mind? With her head on the table, obviously, she will tell you maybe she's having a headache or she's having some problem here and there, that kind of thing. These things can happen in workplaces, okay? And eventually, whatever be the reason, be it a reasonable excuse or not, it leads to making work unproductive and one becomes lazy at this point. And so these are things you will want to avoid. And these things can happen to you, even though you are a business person doing TN's business or network marketing for that matter. And it is important that you do not allow these kind of things to happen. Yeah, now look at this one. With the feet on the table like that. Yeah. And it obviously tells somebody who is so down and probably not ready to work. So how do you overcome these things and then become very active in your various workplaces? And by extension, if you are a TN's distributor, a network marketing person, how do you kick out laziness? Now, these are ancient techniques that is coming from among the Japanese and which have proven to be very, very effective. And we want to adapt them into our businesses. Will you tolerate laziness in your work? Obviously, no. Nobody will tolerate laziness in their work. And because of that, it is not something we should entertain at all. Success is what we want. And that is why we started by sharing with you how to become a successful network marketing professional. All right. The reason why we shared with you is because we want you to succeed. Now, if you will not tolerate laziness at work, this is the question I have for you. What will you do if you catch your staff sleeping on the job? Obviously, you are either going to give them a sack or something like that. Now, since you are going to sack them, I don't think you should tolerate it to yourself in your business. And so let's proceed. Your team is your workplace. Did you know that your team members, all of them, from those who have just registered to the star 4, to the star 5, to the star 6, on and on and on, these are people who are your workplace indirectly. And so you will need to know how to work with them. You will need to know how to stick and stay with them and kick out laziness from yourself first and from among your team. When you do that, you are definitely getting ready to succeed as a network marketing professional. I think we've had enough of the introduction. Let us zoom in to take a look at these 6 things. I don't think we are going to keep long in this particular session. And after that, we shall follow it up with a Q&A session. And we are done. So how do we apply these 6 techniques to our business? Boom. And this is the first one. Let us explore ancient Japanese techniques to kick away laziness from our team. All right, all right, all right. And I love this picture. I love it. I love it. I love it. It tells a lot. Okay, it's not just one ball, it's a lot. And one of them, the heaviest one, is laziness that we do not want to entertain. Let's kick away laziness from our work. The first one is called the Kaizen. The Kaizen. Now, exactly what is Kaizen? Let's explore it. It says focus on maintaining small incremental changes to build momentum. Okay, so if you have come into the business, do not think that everything will happen in one day. If you are hearing people signing huge bonuses and receiving heavy amount of monies in their bank accounts, it didn't start one day and you are not going to get there in just 1 week. It takes years to build a strong business that will stand and survive. It takes years. to build a strong team, a business that will survive. And since it takes years, you must focus on maintaining small incremental changes to build momentum, set targets, and increase it small or bit by bit. That is what is going to help you. Okay. All right. Take a good look at this. Basically, money things do not grow in coins, but these are coins with some leaves growing out of it. This picture simply tells you that you can grow little by little and get to the top. I mean, when you plant a seed in the earth, it doesn't sprout the same day and then it flowers the same day and begins to bear fruit the same day. It takes time. And so you must make sure that you are giving yourself little increases. Okay, that is how to make it. So break down your large task into smaller manageable steps. So your huge task that is ahead of you, break it down into smaller steps that you can take, steps that will not break your neck, steps that will not make you frustrated, but steps that you can follow. For example, if you want to grow your team, you don't grow your team to 100 people in one day. No, because even if you succeed in speaking to the 100 people in one day, these 100 people will all not sign up in one day. Chances are that you are going to have maximum 3, 2, 5 out of these 100 people following you. And out of these 5, probably just 1 or 2 of them are going to stay and continue to work with you. And so you have to break down your task, give yourself small increments, even if it is one person a month who will stick and stay, stick and stay and will work with you and listen to you and move with you. It is better once a month, just one person a month, focus and build that person's capacity. It is better than having 100 people flocking in within 1 week, and then after some 2 months we are looking for them and we are not finding them. So this is the very first Japanese technique. It says focus on maintaining small incremental changes to build momentum. If you want to build momentum, you want to build your team, you have to do it gradually so that the people you are building will understand the business, they will stay with you, and they will grow with you. Then when you look back after 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years, you can still find them active, working, making money, and moving and growing together with you. This is very important. Okay, all right. Now we move on to the next Japanese technique that will help us to kick laziness out and then stay. It is called the Ichimoku. The Ichimoku. Now, what exactly is this Ichimoku? It says set clear goals and priorities. Set clear goals and priorities. Don't start working vaguely. Make sure your goals are clearly set out. Focus on important tasks first, and then move on to the less pressing ones. So that is how you go about it, and this is what is meant by Ichimoku. This is the next Japanese technique that will help you to kick laziness out of your business. Make sure that you are setting goals, but then the goals are clear enough. Okay, you are doing it according to priorities, the most important ones first, and then you move on to the less pressing ones. Don't mix things up and then do things anyhow and anyhow. It will not amount to any good thing. It will not help you, and that is very key. Okay, now you see this picture of a man who is running. Let me take this off here so that you can see here. He's running towards his short-term goals, and then to mid-term goals, and then to the long-term goals. This is how you go about it. The priorities must be clear, the most important ones first ahead of you, which you can easily achieve, and then you move on to the less pressing ones. and then you continue. This way, it helps you to eat it up gradually. You don't spark a car and then straight to the fifth gear and you are uh, at 120 kilometers per hour immediately. Nobody does that. You will crash. The same thing applies in business and to your network marketing business. So plan your activities clearly. Okay, short term, medium term, long term. Take a pen and paper, write them down, write them out clearly, neatly, so that you can communicate them to your team, and then your team moves with you. This is called the Ichimoku. It is a Japanese technique that will help you to kick out laziness from your team and to build your team strong and work with them. I hope this is as clear as it can get. So we move on to the next technique immediately. And then what is it called? You are going to be hearing a lot of nice names. Pomodoro. Pomodoro. Now, exactly what is Pomodoro? Exactly what is this about? Let's see what this is about. It says that work in focused 25-minute increments followed by a 5-minute break. This technique helps build, number one, concentration, and number two, burnout. You need to be able to concentrate on your work. And so when you're working in an office, you have to make sure you are being effective within the first 25 minutes, and then you take a little break, 5 minutes, you get back. And this has proven, especially among students who want to learn to memorize things. So it is said that when you study for 25 effective minutes, you take a 5-minute break, you come back to what you studied, and then you take another 5 minutes break, and you come back. As you do these things repeatedly, you realize that you are able to memorize a lot of material bit by bit. Now, this technique helps build concentration and avoid burnout. So you don't burn out easily, you don't get